the idea that we're discussing is not that, be a good man, white knuckle it throughout your whole life. No, you are good. The redeemed heart is good. Yeah. If you are a Christian, a Christ follower, your true self, even if you're not, you're made in the image of God, right? It's just, so what is in the way of you recognizing your true self, understanding what it is, understanding who you are through that, and operating out of it?
With God, there is always more. More love, more life, more freedom. Welcome to Zoe's Exploring More with Michael Thompson. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "Our Heavenly Father has provided many delightful inns for us along our journey, but He takes great care to see that we do not mistake any of them for home." Join me and the team as we explore the kingdom together, discovering the deep truths and offering encouragement for the journey. There is always more.
Welcome, friends and allies, to the Exploring More podcast. Michael Thompson hanging out with the dapper SJ Jennings.
Well, welcome to the pollen edition of the Exploring More
we both sound not as bad as we were.
Yeah, not as bad as we were. I sounded like Batman.
For a day
for a
or
couple
two.
Days.
That was funny, man. But yeah,
I think it's my allergies.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was we just have this couple weeks season in North Carolina where this yellow dust comes off the pines and
it's brutal.
And it just
it's in everything.
Yeah, chokes you up. But so yeah, you're looking dapper. You got the Wolverine boots on.
Yeah, man, we're going.
Stick one of those big 13s up here.
We're I got a
date.
Date, yeah, dancing tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Doing some, what is it?
Swing dancing. Yeah.
Lessons. So. Last time it was merengue, which we still do from time to time. Sherry and I.
Oh.
Just out on the
back deck. On the deck.
Yeah.
That's
under the stars.
Romantic as it can be.
Yeah.
So, I have no segue. I have nothing for this to turn this back to our series, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So, we've put a couple in the queue about the Good Man series.
Yeah.
And we are going to continue to do that. Have some conversations, and what we thought we'd do, right, is look at some of the questions that we're inviting men to explore. And we
did that a little bit with one question, right?
And so we're going to just kind of keep bringing those questions into our conversation. And before that, I just want to reiterate a couple things. One, I really like this series. I'm not only proud of it because we did it, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's just really good. And so to be able to see it released, to see men move at it, to use this tool or resource in a weekly setting, or even some guys have already signed up to do a fall retreat with guys. And I love that because to me, this was some of your counseling story. Like, I remember when you were wanting some deeper attention on your heart and to be with somebody, you were looking for somebody where it could be intensive. It could be 2 days, 3 days in a row, hour after hour.
Yeah, instead of the 1 hour per week. Yeah. It wasn't working for me.
SJ, I have the same feeling about some of the content that you can take in. It's one thing to be in a weekend class or a weekend retreat and just have it keep coming versus the 90 minutes or a couple hours a week, which is great to do with guys in a small group. So I'm a fan of both, but I think I'm really excited to hear, how does this feel? How does this work when some of our allies, some of our friends create a weekend environment for it?
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I'm going to take my Monday night group that way.
Yeah.
They don't know it yet.
Well, the Wednesday group, which you're also a part of, so you'll have some double duty, dual citizenship.
But,
I think the last thing before we take a break, I just want to reiterate too, is that as we were creating this series at the end of last year, filming, exploring scripts, all the things that we were about, I was pleasantly surprised how much biblical content there is around being a good man, or what a good man is, or what a good man does, or this passage, the steps of a good man, or ordained by the Lord, and God delights in his ways.
Yeah.
So there's something about what we were created for as image bearers, created for intimacy and connection with God. And in doing that, somehow, some way, that makes a man good. Like, you're good. You can handle life outside the garden. You can handle the relational challenge.
Right.
You can handle the opportunities. I go back to the Father Matters series. You can handle the role and responsibilities of imparting good things, goodness to your kids. And when we talk about our kingdoms, small k kingdoms, to be a good king, right? To reign and rule over what's been entrusted to you with goodness, kindness, so that people that have been entrusted to you, they flourish.
Right.
They move forward. They get better because of your way. So I think all of it matters. I think it's all important, and I'm looking forward to jumping into some more of the Good Man series in these questions. So we'll hit that right after this quick break. Men, however you arrived at the Good Man series, curious, tired, skeptical, or even hopeful, you are welcome here. This journey, it starts with an invitation to slow down, an invitation to tell your story, and most of all, an invitation to listen. Listen for what God wants to reveal. At Zoe, we believe every man is asking the question, am I a good man? And we also believe that there is real goodness in men, placed in your heart by God, and it's worth fighting for. As you watch these sessions, bring your honesty, bring your courage, bring your whole story. God has been preparing for your arrival, and He's ready to meet you here. Welcome to the Good Man series. Welcome back to the Exploring More podcast as we swing back.
We take a swing.
As we take a swing. We have our
dancing.
We have our junior high dance tonight. That's going to be fun.
right.
But
I don't know
so all right, where do you want to start, man, with these questions that we thought we would explore more, the questions that we're inviting other men to explore more.
For those who aren't aware, check out thegoodmanseries.com. I'm shedding on my shirt. Check out thegoodmanseries.com for more information about the resource that we're talking about.
Landon can throw that in the...
But yeah, it's a 8-session video series. They're about 25 minutes long each. It's meant to be small group, like you said, or in a weekend retreat. So at the end of each session of teaching, we've got questions for guys to consider. And that's what these are here. And I think we just start with the first one, man. What brought you to this journey? Why are you here? How are you arriving? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of guys who couldn't or wouldn't answer. I'm 61. My kids are older, or empty nesters, and yet busy. Lots going on. I mean, I think these are standard answers, but they're also some of my answers. Full days. I feel like I'm coming into this moment on our podcast even very much reminded, because of some of the fatherhood stuff that we've done in this past season, how important that all still is. I'm walking with a couple couples in their marriage, and it reminds me how important my marriage is, and how to care for Robin and tend to our marriage, like I want to tend to the hearts of my kids. So,
right. Putting your own mask on
yeah,
first, even in your
there
marriage.
have been times, SJ, I definitely have shown up to things like this and conversations like this out of breath, or even a little dazed and confused. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I mean, I think guys will arrive that way. I've been that guy, looking for something and hopeful this might change things. So,
yeah. I think about my own journey and embarking on resources like this or weekends or that, and I feel like I come in one of two ways. Maybe that's too much of a simplification, but how are you arriving? I feel like I usually come into these things when I'm the customer, right? When I'm not speaking, or if I'm just going to a thing.
Which doesn't happen a lot more. It doesn't happen that often for us now.
Not anymore, no.
We're facilitating, we're guiding, we're
that's
coordinating.
My buddy Jevin runs our Monday night group for that very reason, because I don't
want to run anything else.
Yeah. I don't want to run anything else.
Yeah.
So he's doing a great job. So, but when I think about arriving, I'm usually either a little bit numbed by the day-to-day, the fullness, like you talked about, the busyness, even a little out of breath, numb to what it is that I really want to talk to God about. It's just kind of in the background. Or I come in and that's in the forefront because something's hit the fan.
Yeah.
So I am ready. I got to get this figured out, whatever the situation is, relationally or whatever struggle a guy might be going through.
Yeah. I had one more answer.
He's looking for relief.
Absolutely.
Coming in.
Guys, there'll be men that feel that similarly, but just a little bit different. I have come into things like this, like the Good Man series, or a conference or retreat, or an exploration that I signed up because something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is kind of in the middle of.
That's what I said. It's similar.
I'm not sure why I'm here. I'm really hurting. There's somewhere in between of something smells funny.
Yeah.
Like something's not right. Yeah.
And yet there's something about the Good Man series. There's something about this question that we're hoping to answer over these 8 sessions. What is one? How do you become one?
Yeah.
Am I one?
Right.
I'll never forget the end of Saving Private Ryan. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
When he morphs back kind of from Matt Damon's face.
Yeah, because the movie starts right with him, and you're not sure which one of the characters
Are they in the cemetery in Normandy in France?
Yeah.
So, and it just kind of goes into the historical story of Private Ryan, and then at the end of the film, he goes to his knees. I think he's
overwhelmed
with Captain Miller's.
He's in front of it,
gravestone, and he says, all he can say is, "Tell me I'm a good man." Right. I think the other part is that I've led a good life, and he's with his wife and
kids
adult
grandkids.
I mean,
yeah, man.
It's a powerful moment, and I think it's generated because Captain Miller, played by
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, of course, he drops a big line, a big bomb.
Right at the end, after
because it's the mission of 5 men was saving one.
Yeah.
And they do that because Private Ryan had lost his 2 other brothers. We're going to get him the heck out of there, kind of in the trailer, and he says, "Earn this."
Yeah. As he's dying.
Yeah, man.
That's a tough one.
And so there it is. It's haunted him, almost all his life. And here he is to honor his fallen comrades in Captain Miller. And he has that very powerful question mark, And I think how in Christianity, there is a path and a tendency toward a path. Jesus died for you. Now earn this.
Go and sin no more.
Be thankful.
Yeah.
Serve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really the path that
it's a lot of pressure.
These sessions are about, that the Good Man series is about. It's about, it's in you. Mm-hmm. It's in you, and we want it to be uncovered.
Because it's covered by
which is so different than earn it.
Right. It's your identity. Your true self is good.
Yeah. And it's as Eldridge and Gary Barkle said, and it's on the side of God.
Yeah.
It's on the side of God. The victory's won. Now we go and we fight the good fight, right? Mm-hmm. To enforce the victory that we've been given.
Yeah, that's the I love that scene. And you don't, I always wondered, just to go off on a little bit of a tangent. First of all, seeing that scene, it's only 6 days.
No.
Like it's D-Day plus six when Miller gets killed.
Yeah.
It feels like a month in the film, so that always stunned me. And then I always wondered too, did he ever tell anybody what happened? Or did he just live under that until that moment in the cemetery?
Yeah.
His whole life,
I bet.
I
mean, if I had to bet.
Yeah. That he kept that a secret. Just
right.
lived that way. So the idea that we're discussing is not that, be a good man, white knuckle it throughout your whole life. No, you are good. The redeemed heart is good.
Yeah.
If you are a Christian, a Christ follower, your true self, even if you're not, you're made in the image of God.
Yeah.
Right? It's just, so what is in the way of you recognizing your true self, understanding what it is, understanding who you are through that, and operating out of it?
Yeah.
That's what we're hopeful for.
I got 10 answers.
That's because the next question is, what are you hopeful for?
Well,
we're hopeful for that people will get that stuff.
Yeah, let me put a couple exclamation points on what you're talking about. So the identity piece is so significant, and the good man, right, as Jesus said, who lives from the good and noble heart, right, these kingdom seeds. So it has to be doable. That's what I love about this message and the reality of the invitation.
It's possible.
That it just doesn't mean that you've not made mistakes. It doesn't mean that you haven't sinned or screwed up.
Yeah.
Yesterday, or even this morning.
Right.
What the scriptures reinforce, what the epistles give us, is some do's and don'ts. Don't do that, because don't you know who you are? Therefore do this.
Yeah.
Because this is who you are.
Right.
So these are really characteristics that we see Peter, James, John, and Paul giving us. Like, this is what a life looks like. This is the good life. This is what a good man does. This is what a Christ follower does. Because this is who he is.
Yeah.
And you can tell a tree by its fruit, as Galatians 5 lets us in. So I love this invitation to see. There is a part of this, SJ, in becoming, overcoming things from our past, and becoming who we really are, who we have it in us to be.
Yeah.
Who God meant when he meant you and me. And yet we've had a lot of people get a hold of our hearts along the journey.
Mishandled them.
And because of their mishandling,
done damage.
Right. That's not going to be good. And therefore it can bring a tainting. It can bring the kind of, it can bring the kind of fuel to this false self that we talk about, that you wrote about in your new book. And it can be a very powerful thing to first of all really recognize and see that that's not you.
That's right.
But then you have the need to overcome that. And if these scripts aren't right that have been running inside of me, then what scripts are? And that's where the exchange of overcoming and becoming and becoming the good man that you have it in you to be. So I think that's just such a helpful invitation.
Absolutely. And it makes me think about the kind of the journey or the process. I mean, I think the first step of it is becoming aware that there's a problem. Because most guys, I think, because I was one of them, and I still am from time to time, walk around going, what's the problem? You know, I mean,
you're the problem.
I am how I am.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. Deal with it, you know? And so the first step of awareness, like that there is something going on, there is something happening in your life, whether it's behavioral or philosophical or whatever it is, that is not in alignment with God, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And so seeing it is the very first step.
Yeah. Love that. Yep.
And so to that point, our last question for this episode, and I like this question because I think this is where we had to go to meet guys to help them to start to see this and become aware of it. If I could change one thing about how I act or behave or how I think or feel as a man, what would it be? Right? Because we want to start a little further downstream.
Right.
To help
upstream
them.
Upstream or downstream?
I would say down.
Okay. Yeah.
So that
I want to make sure you
start with the symptom.
Yeah.
Most guys will stop there. That's the problem.
Right.
Right.
That's
try to change behavior.
Yeah.
White knuckle it. This, that, the other thing. What we're proposing is start at downstream with the symptom and trace it back up.
To its
source,
origins and source. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So this is a great place to start. I mean, if I was going to answer this question, I guess it would be if I had to change one thing about how I act or behave, I would say, I've joked about it before too, man, but there's not much that gets my dander up and gets me angry in a hurry than being behind the wheel of a car and somebody just doing some knuckleheaded thing, man. I mean, so I would love to rein that in somehow.
Right.
But, But anyway, the question itself, what do you...
say it one more time.
If I could change one thing about how I act or behave or how I think or feel as a man, what would it be? So if you will, before you answer it, just what inspired you? I think I touched on it a little bit, but other than what I shared, is there anything why you wanted this question in there?
Yeah, it's going to be in my answer. Yeah,
okay, great.
Absolutely. And I'm going to ask Landon to kind of put these questions for our audience that are actually watching. So I think in working with thousands of men, as we have over 15, 16, 20 years, 25 years, there's two lanes their answers are going to fall in. Aggression, intensity, and passivity, hiding. So my answers that personally I have are in those two categories. That if I could change the times that this thing in me flips, like you said, not just behind the wheel, it can be in so many different interactions, and it's just it's an anger, it's mean. The thoughts that I'm scrolling through, they're not kind, right? And they're reactionary,
right?
In a way that's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
So what is that about? So,
Right.
you know, right, then you can, that's how you go upstream, is to explore that. So there's the anger, the aggression, and then the passive me, that tends to be described, I think, in moments where I don't know what to do.
Mm.
And kind of like Adam in the garden, I don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
Because I don't know the right decision.
I don't know what to say to
I'm not
her.
going to make any decision.
I don't know how to lean in with, you know, somebody in my world's hurt or pain, and it's not as prevalent as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been in training for a few decades to remedy some of that. But there is something that feels, you know, weak and maybe even emasculated by that posture, another reaction. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And then I would rather be anywhere than right here, you know, in this. And it's been reinforced over the years by attempts of trying to say something or do something in that moment, and that not going well,
right,
at all. So that even
best to not say anything.
Yeah. So
which is not really true.
But I think that's
that
the
way.
two. I think whatever men might say to that question, I feel like they might get close to the line, but it's one of those two lanes that I think dominate the masculine condition, not in a good way.
Yeah.
The dilemma.
Yeah.
You know, across the board, and so
I think it's beautiful about what you just shared is that I just experienced what I think we're hopeful men will experience as they go through this together. So you sharing that reminded me about something in me.
Yeah.
That I talked about the aggressive lane, you know, behind the wheel. You've been with me when I've been driving, and sometimes it's
a very safe place, I find, to be in your passenger seat. As long as I'm not in that guy's car.
Yeah, the other car might be a problem.
But
that's kind of where the aggression comes out. But the passivity now for me, I'm seeing more and more and doing it less and less, which is a good thing.
That's good.
But it's still, I became aware of it probably 5 years ago. And I'm learning to navigate when I just kind of fall back into the behavior without even thinking about it, managing other people's emotions.
Wow.
So rather than trying to advocate for myself, or rather than advocating for myself and talking about what I want and what I need and what I desire, I go through the process of whoever I'm interacting with.
Yeah.
How will they feel when I share this with them? How can I share it in such a way that it won't, you know, provoke X feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not great. I mean, I think there is a truth to relationship where you want to be careful and handle people's hearts well. But when you're trying to manage it,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah.
So if I feel like I can't, for whatever reason, I'm not sure what the response is going to be, and I can't tailor my input to generate a certain response, and that just feels, okay, well, I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah. There's that whole scenario really lends itself to trust. You know, can I trust myself? Can I trust them? Are they trustworthy? Could they really handle me a little more wide open, or me sharing, you know, deep secrets or of either desire or pain, you know, how and the reason why I think that it's a trust issue I go back to, let me add another, maybe the stripe in these two lanes of passive and aggressive. There's this other part that we've done as men, and it's been done to us, is just being lectured. And so when I think about something I would like to have changed earlier than I got on that in that training circle was, like my opinion is law. My opinion is the best. My ideas,
my opinions are fact.
Are clearly fact, and so right.
Oh man.
And so I lead with more of a posture of like stating the reality, the facts according to me, and then how that goes, which usually meets some level of opposition. And I'm not just talking about my wife or kids. I mean, there's other people don't always see it the right way that I do.
Yeah.
And so it can lend itself then into, I think, frustration, and I think that's another word that a lot of guys suffer from and under for a variety of reasons. But I think it's another part of what that feels to me like it's even where you were talking about the downstream stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so frustrated? Why are you so angry? Why are you hiding?
Yeah. Where did you go?
Where did you go? How come you haven't taken a turn? So all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good, man. Huh. Well,
good man. I saw what you did there.
Yeah, man. So it's really it's going to be really good. I'm excited for dudes that are going to enter into this because, as you can tell, we're just talking about the questions and it's stirring up stuff in us real time. This is not scripted.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to getting into it more. They can obviously find it at thegoodmanseries.com.
Yeah.
It's a free video resource. There's a journal you can purchase to go along with it, but which we'd love for you to have, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
And I want to say, SJ, too, that if you're a man who this has somehow found you, you could start a group. You could invite a few guys and enter into that. But even for some guys, that's going to be tricky. I just want men to know that they can go there and with a few clicks, they can get connected to other men in our world who it may end up being a new Zoom group.
Yeah.
I mean,
you may want to go through it alone.
And that's possible as well.
We definitely encourage community and relationships.
I mean, eventually it's going to be on Right Now Media. They'll find it on YouTube and Facebook, but it's also going to be on our website, like you said, thegoodmanseries.com. But I think that I agree with you. The significance of going through it with a few handfuls of other men is the way to go. It's the best way to go. And, stuff will come up, and that's okay. That really is. It's what we're hopeful for.
We were just talking about this in our Wednesday group yesterday. It's an invitation to intimacy.
Friendship.
When stuff comes up.
Yep. Friendship, to hear guys' stories as they go through this is why we created it. So that the net result would be connection with God and connection with other men. Yeah. And when you find out you're not the only one in the aggressive lane or the passive lane, that this everybody has their version of that.
Right. We're not as unique as we think we are.
Then what does it look like to train together, to explore together, as you said, become aware and awake together, and then to share along the journey how the Holy Spirit's going to alter and help you get free from some of that stuff that's got you moving in those lanes and moving differently. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Really good. Excited to start hearing the stories from guys, but yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this and say the goodmanseries.com. opportunities coming this fall for Zoom groups and retreats. And if you want to take it and run with it, we so hope you will. You can get in touch with Josh. He's behind so much of the Good Man Series network of men in the Zoe Allies network. Yeah. So, if you enter in there, we'll greet you, get you set up.
Allies@zoe.org is the best email to
another
reach
one.
out. Yeah, if you want to do a weekend retreat, if you want to do a group, and if you need our help or our guidance in any way, I mean, guys, there's plenty of veterans out there that are just going to take this thing and run with it.
That's
they
right.
don't need us for it. So if you have questions, just email us.
Thank you for being with us on the Exploring More podcast. We'll explore more in the next episode of the Good Man series here on the Exploring More podcast. We'll see you next time. Good luck with that.
We hope you have enjoyed this episode of Exploring More. The landing page for this podcast is zoe.org/podcast. That's ZOWEH.org/podcast, where you can find the show notes and various platforms to which we broadcast. You can also find us and the Life of More by visiting Zoe on YouVersion Bible app, Right Now Media, our Facebook page, and Zoe on Instagram and Twitter. Remember, with God there is always more, and you were made for more.